Hey, what's up, fellas? How you doing? Man, Antonelli here.
Hey, what's going on, guys? How we doing? Man, Antonelli here, and today we're answering your questions. And today's question is, was I nervous during my Major League debut? So we've talked about my Major League debut in the past, but I don't know how much I've got into my nerves and if I was nervous or not. And so let's get into it today, okay? First, to answer your question, hell yes, I was nervous. I was nervous as hell. Okay, that's all we have. Thanks so much for watching. I'm kidding. We'll get into it a little bit more detail. Sometimes people go, just answer the question. There you go. I was nervous as hell. Done. Go about your day now. If you'd like to stick around and hear more details about this, I'll do that now, okay? All right, so yeah, I was nervous. Let me set the scene for you in case you're new to the channel. 2008, I made my debut. It was not the debut that I expected. I always anticipated getting called up when I was like playing the best baseball of my life. 2006, I was drafted in the first round. 2007, I was the number 2 prospect for the Padres. 2008, I stunk. I was horrible in 2008. I couldn't hit to save my life. I couldn't hit water if I fell out of a boat. Okay, that's what I was playing like for most of 2008. Now, when I got called up, I had to switch my swing around. I worked on it really hard. I hit well for that last month, and then I finally got called up. But just so you know, when I got called up, I was hitting 223, I believe. 223. The prior season, I hit over 300. Every other season of my life, I hit over 300, basically. And I got called up hitting 223. So I was nervous. I was nervous playing AAA baseball that year. And then I had to go to the big leagues. And I had to try to compete. And I knew that this was my chance to hopefully do well enough that I could stick at the big leagues. But I wasn't going up there super confident. I went up there, I hit well that last month and I felt okay about my swing, but I still knew that I hit 223, right? When they showed my big league, when they showed my stats in the game, they said it hit 223 in AAA this year. Like, hey, that doesn't make you feel really confident. So I was nervous. I flew into the game. I got called up. I was up in Tacoma, Washington, playing AAA with Portland Beavers. I got called up, flew into LA to play the Dodgers. Got to the field, didn't think I was playing, didn't know how it worked. I figured I just woke up super early. Whey LeBlanc and I woke up together, and we flew together to the game because we got called up on the same day. That was fun. And so I get to the park, and I'm like, I'm not playing today. So I walk into the manager's office, Buddy Black, and I'm like, hey, buddy, how you doing? He's like, hey, what's going on, guys? Congratulations. Anto, you're in the lineup tonight playing second base. So I was like, oh, okay. Greg Maddux is pitching. All right, I've heard of him. So now I'm like, oh, my God, I'm playing tonight. Like, I didn't expect to be playing after flying all this way and all that stuff. Well, you are playing. So I don't want to say I start to get nervous. I'm not sitting there being like, oh, man, I don't want to play this game. But, you get the butterflies going. And, yeah, you feel nerves. There's no doubt about it. You've played your whole career to get to this moment. I've said before, I made a decision in high school that I wanted to play Major League Baseball. We're there. And so now it's time to actually do it. And, it's been a while. I'm playing in high school. I'd say it was probably like 2001 when I made that decision. And now it's 2008. So it's been 7 years. And so now it's time to perform, okay? I remember I walk out, and so before batting practice, you go out into the dugout, looking around, and, Dodgers are hitting BP and kind of watching, and, there's Manny Ramirez, and there's Greg Maddux, and Nomar Garciaparra out there, and Matt Kemp, and, there's a lot of guys, Red Sox guys that I've idolized growing up, and big leaguers that are really good big leaguers, Russell Martin, I keep naming him, I guess. Clayton Kershaw's over there. He's a young rookie. But anyways, so you're seeing all these guys, and you're just looking around. You're like, man, I've never played in a stadium like this, obviously. And I played in Petco Park in a minor league game, but not in a major league game. And I'm like, man, this is crazy. And one of our players comes up to me, and this is before we even take BP. And he goes, hey, you look like your dog died. Wake up, let's go. And I'm like, Yes, sir. I didn't feel like my dog died. Just kind of taking everything in. I don't know if I was supposed to come like sprinting through the dugout and onto the field and like doing jumping jacks and stuff. But anyways, so that's how I started off my first game as a major league player. Getting yelled at by somebody that my dog died, or I was acting like it. And I'm just quiet, I guess. But anyways, so now I'm like, okay. So now I get ready for the game. And I go to the field because we hit in the top of the first. I'm hitting eighth, and we don't score. And so now I go to the field. And hell yeah, I'm nervous. I'll tell you this. Every baseball game I played in my life, I was always more nervous on defense than offense. Most of the time when I went to the plate, no nerves. A little anxious just to get up there and hit, but never nervous. When I went to the field a lot of times in my career, I'd go out there and my mentality more times than it should have been was like, don't screw this up, dude. Just field the ball, please, and throw it to first accurately. It's not a good mentality to have. But I went to the field and I was like, don't screw this up, dude. Like, you've been waiting a long time to get here. Field the damn ball if they hit it to you. And the first batter of the game, Russell Martin, hits a hard ground ball to my right. I moved to my right quickly, and it was probably the best thing for me to get a hard ground ball, not a slow ground ball. Because on the slow ground balls, you're coming in and sometimes you start thinking about it, like, okay, make the play. On the hard ground ball, you're just, boom, it's just instinct. Bang, you go. So I go to my right, I field the ball, I throw it to first base. I get him out. And when I got him out, all of a sudden, it was instant. I felt like this calming feeling come over me. And all my nerves kind of just went away. Like, really weird feeling. And for the rest of the game, I feel like I just played it pretty much like a normal game again. But up to that point, it was no normal game. And I'd like to talk to anyone about their Major League debut. And if anyone told me it was just a normal baseball game, I would feel like they're lying or they're just superhuman, and I'm not. Because it wasn't a normal game. Now, when I stepped into the box to face Greg Maddux, my first at-bat, I had no nerves. I didn't feel nervous at all. Very strange. I stepped into the box and felt like it was a normal at-bat. When I stepped onto the field on defense, it was not a normal game. But then it was a normal game again. I got in. I think I took 2 pitches, and then I hit a single up the middle, a little bit to the left, to Matt Kemp for my first hit and my first at-bat. And I rounded first base, and I didn't feel nervous anymore. If you saw my videos about that feeling that you get when you get a hit, that's what I felt. I rounded first base, and I got the feeling of like, I freaking am going to hit 3,000 of these. Take the ball, just send it to the Hall of Fame right now, because I'm getting 3,000 hits. This league's a joke. Like, Greg Maddux, you going to Hall of Fame? So am I, Greg. That's what I felt like. And then I went over my next 23. And then I wanted to dig a hole and jump in it and never come out again. But that's how I felt. After that fielding play that I made, no more nerves. Got my hit, no more nerves. I'm the best player of all time. And so that was it. And, next game, nerves started to come back a little bit. Every game you play, you've got some nerves. I've never really played in a game where I didn't feel anything. I feel like that's crazy, right? So there's always some nerves. But there's a difference between nerves and feeling really nervous. And I was nervous when I was in the field that first inning of my Major League debut. So hopefully that helps give you guys a little bit of an idea. So if you feel nervous, it's normal. That's all we have. Thanks so much. If you have a question, put in the comment section below, and I will try to get to it. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. Give it a thumbs up. All that good stuff. We'll talk to you later.